The actor playing the new Spider-Man is extraordinary. I mean, he never fails to sort of shock you with the depth. I mean, he's emotionally an incredibly feeling, complicated person, and bring. I was talking about Avi. That's not even. He brings an emotional authenticity to the character and a level of perfection that's humbling. I mean, it's staggering to watch, and how his identification with Peter Parker. His portrayal of Peter Parker is like that. It's a very real, very grounded, very authentic, and sort of contemporary kid. And as Mark was saying before, the notion of like the underdog or the nerd, as you were saying before, that's also that's still a part of our culture, but what it looks like has changed.
I think Spider-Man is a symbol that will never ever die, and I think it means so much to so many. We've worked really hard to tell our version of this story, and we're really excited to share it. And I hope everyone's as excited as we are.
There's so much stuff in the Spider-Man lore that there's comics that has been is yet to be mined. I mean, like there's the Gwen Stacy saga. I think is really fascinating. The story of Peter Parker's parents and how that impacts him as a human, I think is important. Then there's Dr. Kirk Connors and the Lizard, which I think is some really fantastic source material there. That he's one of the great villains. He's both a mentor and an adversary, and I find that really appealing.
What they'll see is a Spider-Man that's an everyman. We've all been bullied. We've all hated school at some point. We've all searched for our parents, be they alive or dead. And I think what Mark Webb's achieved and what Andrew Garfield's achieved in his performance is a pathos that I haven't seen before.
The movie itself is going to be a lot of fun visually, of course, because it's Spider-Man and it's 3D and there's all these cool elements and all these great action sequences. But the most amazing thing I think about Mark Webb's take on Spider-Man is it's really very, very grounded, and it's this small story that takes place in this larger-than-life world. I mean, we're in New York City, and Peter's experience is becoming a superhero, but it's a very intimate look at his life and at being an orphan and falling in love for the first time, and just has a lot of heart.
Well, I think there's a few things. One is the we try to create. You get a sense of environment and dimension, which is really important in terms of very specifically we're trying to achieve in 3D. There's this sort of Spidey vision stuff where you're seeing, where you pop into Spider-Man's point of view. It's for very specific moments, parts of the film, where I think 3D can deliver an experiential process, a sort of feeling of what it's like to be that character that I think people really enjoy.